Well, honestly, who would have thought after we took over at this club in November, finding them in 17th place, that we would, by the end of the season, get them to literally within a whisker of promotion to the Championship, to the point where we go into the playoffs not necessarily as favourites, but we have to be considered one of the form teams with the turnaround that we've had. But in order for us to even have a chance at that, we've got to get ourselves to the final, and to do that, we've got to beat, over 2 legs, Watford. Hi there, how you doing? Welcome to part 7 of My Career with our second club in the save here with Charlton Athletic, all on Football Manager 24, not FM25, don't talk about it. And in today's video, it is back-to-back games against Watford, and if we are lucky enough to succeed against Watford, we will find ourselves in a playoff final, and that will be in today's video as well. But we're getting ahead of ourselves with that. Let's focus on the here and now and focus on Watford. Watford, who, by the way, did finish in... Let me just get the right thing up. In 6th position. We have, of course, finished in 3rd. Only 4 points off of the automatic promotion place that Stockport ended up taking. We are playing against the 6th best team in the league. We are ranked as the 3rd best team in the league. I nearly called us the 6th best team in the league then. Now, in the season preview, we were predicted to finish anywhere between 5th and 3rd, depending on what point of the season it was. Watford, actually, who were relegated from the Championship last year, were predicted to finish 1st. So they are tough opposition, and they are going to be difficult to beat. We've actually found that to be the case this season. We've already looked at it in the last video, but just to confirm, the last time we played against Watford, they actually beat us 3-2. The time before that, they also beat us 1-0, but that was before I took over. So they've been a bogey team for us this season. The hope is that we can get past them. So let's see whether we can do that, shall we? And if you're excited to see whether we can get past them, then don't forget to leave a big like on the video for me. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It's completely free to do so. And you put a big smile on this face right here. And the most important thing is keep up to date with all of the nonsense that comes out of it as well. So this is the 11 that we're going to be using for the first leg away from home against Watford. I'm assuming it is at Watford Stadium and not at Wembley. Again, playoffs are something I'm not overly familiar with in recent times. I don't quite know how it works. I know the final will be at Wembley. I'm just not sure about the semi-finals. But I'm assuming as it's 2-leg, it's going to be home and away. But either way, this is the 11 that we're going to be going with. Schmidt is going to start in goal. I might change my mind on this one if he doesn't do very well. Alex Cairns has been relatively reliable for us. I will not hesitate to put him in if I think we are struggling with Schmidt and the fact that he does not like big games. I'm giving him the chance to begin with, but we'll see how we get on. We've then got Shackleton, Fish, Watson, Eden in defence. Shackleton starts over Pereira, who is now fit because he's only just come back. And also Jamie Shackleton in that final game got his only 2 assists of the season. I'm going to give him a chance in this game to carry on that good work. We've then also got Edmonds, Green, Coventry, Henry and Bernat in the midfield. Bernat starts due to a lack of options. We don't have another attacking midfielder in form. The other one is Markande, and he's not been particularly great either. We're also not starting club captain Doherty, purely because in the nicest possible way, he's not been in the best of form. Coventry has just edged him slightly. So I'm going to go with Coventry, but that will be a change I will make if I feel like we need to. Also, Pereira on the bench, if we feel like we need it, we can bring him on as a defensive midfielder and make him a playmaker. He can do that job for us if we feel like we need to mix things up a little bit, so there is that. And then finally, just rounding things off, the usual front line, Phillips and Scully up top. Just to confirm as well, our vice-captain now is Ricardo Pereira, so he is on the bench, should it be needed. The captain out there today will actually be Nicholas Schmidt. I'm actually going to move Connor Coventry ahead of him. I would rather Coventry be the captain, despite the fact we stripped him of it, just because Schmidt is not very good at big games, and I feel like let's just take a bit of pressure off of him. That feels like the wise thing to do. Right, moment of truth. Let's see whether we can get ourselves an advantage away from home in the playoffs. It is going to be tough. I'm accepting of that. It is what it is, and it is at Vicarage Road, so these are at our stadiums. So we will be playing at the Valley in the second leg, which is definitely going to be good. I want to double check as well how our attendances have been doing. I don't care about these. Goodness me. Gary, go and sort that out. You can tell we've not played in any big games to the point where I've not set that up. Right. Yeah, I want to check our attendances at the stadium because I know they were going up after we arrived. So I want to see whether that continues. Obviously, promotion to the Championship. That's got to be good news for us. But it looks like a full Vicarage Road. They have definitely got fans behind them. Right. Peterborough and Watford. Peterborough and Wrexham in the other game. We want to keep an eye on that as well. We'd rather Peterborough. But we know we can beat Wrexham on our day as well. So, really, it's not going to make a difference either or. We have to get past Watford first. And Watford is going to be the big test because we've got a 0 record against them this season. So, we want to make sure we put that to bed. Right, let's encourage the boys early on here. We have a corner. Coventry looking for Phillips, who heads it just over. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep an eye on how our set pieces go. And if we are getting lots of them, and they are getting wasted, we will turn them off because we don't want to be wasting possession, wasting chances if we think that we're going to get a sneaky set piece that's not going to lead to anything. We are getting a couple of yellow cards here. In fact, we've got 3 at the moment. Jamie Shackleton has had a shocker so far, by the way, which is a bit of a concern. I'm just going to tell him to calm down. I'm going to tell Watts to calm down. I'm aware there's a highlight going on while I'm doing this, so I'm trying to keep attention as best as I can. Scully's let the ball run there, which is fantastic. Right, Scully getting it across to Bernat. And Jan Bernat, who's been in poor form in the last few games, and he's playing in that position purely out of a lack of options, makes it 1-0. Hello. 39th minute, we go ahead at Vicarage Road. Scully does really well to let the ball run here. Goes just into the box, gets it to the attacking midfielder, who makes it 1-0. And we give ourselves an advantage in the away leg. We have to be careful of that defence, though. That defence is worrying me. Just the amount of yellow cards that are down there. And the fact that Jamie Shackleton went down to a 6.3. I don't quite know what happened with Jamie Shackleton to get him down to a 6.3. But we do need to be aware of it. Josh Phillips hasn't turned up so far, which is absolutely fine. I am just going to have a word with some of these boys. So I'm going to tell him Will Fisher needs to get together. These guys, though, I am concerned with. I'm not going to take any chances. Do you know what? I'm actually going to replace you two. Definitely. And what? Do you know what? I was going to take Watts off as well. No chances. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it at all. Let's just do that. I know I said about Pereira going into defensive midfield. I'd rather sacrifice the ability to do that. But to be fair, I could still do that if we wanted to do that. And change to that formation. I could still do that if we felt like we needed to pick the lock. For now, I'm going to leave it as is. I'm quite content for it to be as it is. Let's just go with it. Right. Let's G you guys up. Brendan, you'll be fine. Don't worry, mate. I'm here. It's all good. Right. Changes have been made. Let's get into this second half. It's all going off in the other game, by the way. 2-1 to Wrexham. They were 1-0 ahead. They didn't draw attention to it. They are leading still, but it's 2-1. So Peterborough very much alive in that game. Right. Ball into Scully. Scully looking to return the favour. Well, Bernat was looking to return the favour for him with an assist, but couldn't quite get there. Right. Corner. Coventry to take. Is he going to be able to find a head of Fish here? I don't know. Whips it in. He does, but it's a poor header from Fish. I'm almost at the point of taking set pieces R4. Trying not to play for them because we are not seeing any results from them at the moment. We are definitely the on-top team, but Watford are not a million miles away from us, so we do need to be wary. Right, header out. Bernat. Can he get on the end of it? He can, actually. Bernat now has a chance. Is he going to try and find a pass here? He's going to go for it. He's going for it a little bit. He's going out wide, waiting for support. Gets it with Henry. Henry. Lovely turn. Cuts inside. Goes for the worldie. Right, Henry. We need to have a word, mate. And that word is stop shooting. Because you're not very good at it. Right, throw into Watford here. They're getting a bit of momentum, but they've actually really done a bad job there. Bernat now. Oh, it's a poor pass. Looking for Scully, couldn't find him. Sullivan has broken through the defensive line here. And Quinn Sullivan has made it 1-1. And all of a sudden, all that good work that we've done, thrown out the window. I am shouting at Phillips because he's not done anything in this game. We need a bit of magic from him. But at the moment, I find myself really frustrated that we just let that happen. We've had chances. Henry should be disappointed. Bernat should be disappointed. Phillips should be really disappointed because they're not doing anything. And now Watford have a corner. Whipped in, looking for Edwards. It's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. Watford have a penalty. Well, it's been reviewed by VAR. We have VAR at this point, apparently. And it is a penalty. And Watford have a chance to go ahead here. Oh, goodness me. Can Schmid do anything? He can't. Well, he hates big games. Why would he be able to? And it's 2-1 to Watford. And now we're giving ourselves all of the work to do in the second leg, which is the home leg. It's not all over yet. It's not all over yet. Right, I'm going to fire the boys up. 11 minutes between those goals. We need to turn things around here. Wiradoo has had a shocker since coming on here. Josh Phillips is also not playing very well. I don't really know what to do here. We're going to go attacking. I am going to change around. So we're going to go Pereira and Edmonds Green are going to swap around. That feels like the sensible thing to do with them. And then I'm going to bring on Doherty. I want to take Wiradoo off, but I don't have another central defender. So we can't do that. So we're going to have to leave him on. I can't shift around enough. I mean, Edmonds Green could go there and we could play Pereira, but then I can't do what I want to. Do you know what? Maybe Wiradoo's had such a bad start to the game that I might just... Maybe we... I'm just thinking... Keep Edmonds Green on. Playing as a centre-back for Wiradoo. And take Wiradoo off for Doherty. And move Connor Coventry there. And maybe move those two rounds. I don't know. Maybe we do something like that. I don't know what the right thing to do is, to be honest with you. But I want to do something. I want to give a change a go. And Wiradoo has really let me down in that little bit of time he's been on the pitch. He really has not been good. And we took Jamie Shackleton off for the same rating, so I think that's fair. And then we've still got one change left after that, so we're going to do that. We're going to go attacking as well. Let's just go for it. We're just going to try and put pressure on them. And just see whether we can squeeze another goal out. Because we've been very good in this game, but we've just been a bit sloppy as well. Right, interception by Henry. Oh, he nearly pulls it off as well. So nearly pulls it off. Right, come on, more of the same, boys. Just get the ball off him. Yes, good work, Coventry. Right, Pereira. Can't get there. The slow pace from Pereira there lets him down completely. And Peroni now. Oh, this is going to be a problem. And it's 3-1. It's 3-1. We're throwing it away. We're throwing it away. Oh, we're throwing it away completely. It's still not over. We've still got the home leg, but... I don't know. I want to shout at them, but I don't know whether that'll do anything. Right, demand more from the boys. Let's try and demand more from them. We've still been all over them. But they're just sneaking through, and they're just being more clinical. Right, Ibrahim Fuller scored on the final day of the season. He's coming on. But the question is, does he come on? I don't know. Should we bring him on? I'm just thinking, do we go a bit crazy again? Do we go 3 strikers? Yeah, do you know what? We're going to go 3 strikers. So I'm going to keep Phillips on. Fuller's going to come on for Coventry. Scully can go in the middle. In fact, no. Scully can stay on the outside. Phillips can go in the middle. And Fuller can go here. And then I'm going to move Henry down. Although he's a better... It's better Mazzala, to be fair. So no. Doherty can come down. And he can be a defensive midfielder on defence. And we'll keep Henry there to try... In fact, yeah. Move you around. And we'll do that. It looks ridiculous, I know, but we're gonna do that. Bernat has to stay on because he's been ridiculously good for us in this game. In fact, let's put you on support. I'm going to move you down here as well, even though you've been doing so well. We'll pop you on support as well. Let's have you two supporting everyone. And I don't really know what else to do. We'll press a little bit more as well. We're going to step up more. Because they're just getting past our men. But if we can push on from them, maybe that will help a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. It's only the first leg, but I'd rather only have a 1-goal deficit. Right. Can we do anything? Can we do anything? I think we're writing this one off. And we'll go again in the second leg. It's fine. It's still only the home leg, the away leg. So we've still got the home leg to go. But we have bottled that. Apparently Schmidt recovered. I'm going to have a word with Jamie. I'm going to have a word with Josh. Connor as well. Aaron didn't have the best of games. But Callum and Wiradoo, really poor performances. And we haven't got very long between this game and the next game. Right. I'm going to go away. And we're going to try and push ourselves to try and get past Watford in the second leg. Again, it's a home game. I'm hoping that can just push us over the line. But I am now debating, although it's a 2-star keeper, doing that with Cairns. Do you know what? We're going to do it. We're already 3-1 down. Let's just throw it up the wall and just hope it sticks. We're going to have to play with... Do you know what? We're not playing with We're going to play Mitchell. Try and stop me. Right. I'll be back for the second leg, and hopefully we can turn that 3-1 deficit around and try and get ourselves to a playoff final. Okay, this is it. 2-goal deficit to overturn in the home game against Watford in the playoff semi-final. Let's see whether we can do it. And this is the 11 that, after looking at the players, I've decided to go with. Now, Cairns in goal. We already talked about that one. Schmidt doesn't like big games. This is the biggest game of the season. I'm not trusting him with it. He's probably gone next season, regardless of what we do. He's let us down in a big game in the last game, and I'm not happy with him. The defence: Edmonds, Green, Fish, Wiradoo, and Eden. Now, I said I wasn't going to go with Wiradoo. However, came up with a press conference that he likes big games. We're going to give him the opportunity to show that. Edmonds, Green goes to fullback. Pereira is going to go to playmaker. We're just going to see whether we can get something going with him. We are going to try and get the ball to him as much as possibly can. What I'm thinking is Edmonds, Green is just that little bit quicker. And I just worry about him in recovery, Pereira. Whereas defensive midfield, he's not going to be doing much from there. Let's give him the ball. Let him just play the ball around. That's what I'm hoping we can do with him. He's the best passer at the club, or one of the best passers anyway. So that makes sense to me. Speaking of, Pereira's in midfield along with Doherty, Henry and Bernat. Doherty comes in for Coventry because Coventry does not like big games. Simple. We're just trying to keep with everyone's kind of strengths and weaknesses on this one. Doherty's fine with big games. Henry's fine with big games, and Bernat as well. He's apparently likes big games. Well, we saw that in the last game as well. As does Doherty, so let's see whether that works. We're keeping the front two the same. Phillips was a bit of a shocker. Scully did well. We're hoping that both of them can do well in this one. Cairns is the big question mark, probably alongside Wiradoo and the change of Edmonds, Green and Pereira. Sometimes you just got to go for it, and we're going to go for it. Right. Big game. Let's do it, shall we? Come on, boys. We know we can get past this team. We are good enough to get past this team. But if we lose against them, remember, these were tips to win the league, and they didn't. So this is them trying to recover. So it is what it is. Right, deep breath, everybody. Second leg. Let's do it, shall we? Come on, boys. 2-goal deficit, 3-1, remember. We need, I think, a relatively early goal. But we also need to make sure that we stamp our authority on the game early on. Now, Momentum-wise is with us. They've had the first shot, though. But it's fine. They can have shots as long as they don't go in. Right, Phillips on the ball here. Didn't see him on the ball much in the last game. Nice to see him there. Right, Pereira to Bernat. Bernat, he's got players making runs. Scully's one of them. And Scully gets the early goal in the 9th minute. It's been disallowed. It's been looked at VAR. We have got VAR available. I don't see the player's arms going up. It's been disallowed. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's so early on, it almost doesn't matter. How close was this? Not really. It was offside, wasn't it? It didn't look it initially, but it was absolutely offside. Right. I didn't check the score of the last game for Wrexham and Peterborough. It's currently 1-1 in their game, though. So we'll have to keep half an eye on that one and see what happens with it. Right. I'm going to encourage the boys. It's a good start. But Watford are starting to have chances, though. We need to shut that down as much as we can. We really need to shut that down. I really don't like the fact that that's happening. Right, we're going to get stuck in. We get stuck in on them is what we're going to do. Let's do that. Let's try and shut them down a little bit as best as we can. Right, corner. Henry whipping it in. Looking for Wiradoo. Oh, grazes the top of the netting. 2 goals gets us level. But we need more than that to go through, obviously. I mean, simple maths. You don't need me to tell you that. Right. Big goal kick. Looking for their striker. We managed to get the ball back. Right. Benata Wiradou. Into Fish. Fish. Ricardo Pereira out wide to Edmonds Green, who again, those two have swapped positions today. Into Fish. Fish now. Edmonds Green. Looking for Scully. He's found Scully. Can Scully get it in? It's a Bernat. And Bernat buried it in the first game, but he could not do it there. Oh. Come on, boys. We are doing so well in this game, other than putting the ball in the back of the net. That disallowed goal from Scully is the only thing. Right, I'm going to shout at them. I'm going to shout at those boys. I'm going to tell you, and you. I'm not happy with you. You, and you. You weren't that bad, but you need to start playing better. And you, keep going. Right. We're not going to go attacking just yet. But we're going to have it in our back pocket if we feel like we need to. Right. It's Watford with the possession here. I don't like the fact that we've started straight from the kickoff. I feel like we're going to get a gut punch here. I'm kind of tensing myself, readying for it. Kay's just running down the wing here. We're meant to be going in on them, boys. Go and tackle him. Right, keeper. Keepers. Cairns. It's a bold choice to go with Cairns today, but at the moment, touch wood, and it is a wooden table, I'm not regretting it. Right, Riverdew into Eden. Eden now, running forward. Gets to Phillips. Phillips. Poor pass, but he manages to retain possession here. Phillips, I'd like to see something from him. Fish to Edmonds Green. Out to Scully. Scully. Can he get it into the box for Phillips? He just goes for the shot. He had options there. He had options. Right, we're going attacking. We're going attacking. We need 2 goals and we need them now. We're giving ourselves so much work to do and we're running out of time to do it. Right. Here come Watford down the wing again. Eden does really well there to win the ball. Wiradou into Doherty. Doherty, heavy touch, but it works for him. Trying to get it through to Phillips. Can't do it. Bernat does well into Phillips, though. Phillips to Henry. Heavy touch from Henry. But we win possession back again. It's a bit scrappy at the moment, but we are getting the possession back every time we lose it. Ricardo now. Out wide to Edmonds Green. Into Doherty. Edmonds Green should be making that run. He should be running down here, but he's not. But it's on the other side now. Wiradou. Keeping possession quite nicely here. Big ball forward. Looking for Scully. He's found him here. And it is 1-0. And we've got one of the... It's not been disallowed. It's not been disallowed. What a beautiful pass from Wiradou. It's not been disallowed. Yes, we have one. Right. More. Demand more. Apparently it doesn't do anything, but I'm still going to do it. Right, more. Fish. Gets it to Doherty, to Edmonds Green. Edmonds Green now. Going to probably have to go backwards here. No, goes forward to Scully. Scully. Into Ricardo Pereira. Pereira back to Edmonds Green. To Fish now. Come on, boys. Another goal gets it level. Pereira. Out to Wiradou. Wiradou into Henry. Henry. Oh, my goodness, mate. Eden now. Looking for options. Has to go backwards to Wiradou. That pass from Wiradou was a thing of beauty. I'm so glad it wasn't disallowed. Right, Cairns into Fish. Come on, boys. Out wide to Edmonds Green. Edmonds Green gets it to Doherty. Ball through to Scully. It's not been flagged yet, and Phillips is there. It's been checked again, though. Ah, it's been checked again. It's another goal being checked. Hands have gone up. I think it's been given. We're back in it. It's 2-0. We're level. We are level. But that is not enough. We need another goal just to cement it. Oh my word. All of the emotions. All to get to a playoff final and we might still lose. Oh my word. Well, we still need a goal. Right. Demand more. Substitutions. Who's not playing well? I mean, no one's playing badly, but Henry's probably the one who's not playing as well. So what changes could we make? I mean, I could drop Bernat to here and have Bernat play as... I tell you what, let's have him play as an advanced playmaker. 2 playmakers, why not? And then Henry, we could bring on Dylan Makande. Henry's not had a bad game, so it feels a bit... Do you know what? It feels very harsh on him. It really does. What have they done? So changed their right back. And that's it so far. It's the only thing they've done. So, Taylor Eden's had a good game, though, to be fair. So, I might keep him on. Do you know what? I make any changes. Keepers is. Keepers is. It's working for us. Demand more. Come on, boys. One more wins it for us. One more wins it. We just need one more goal and it wins it. But it's a highlight for Watford. Whips in. Oh, my God. And they've got the goal. That puts us out. All that hard work. All that hard work. We've got to do it all again now. Right. Fire up. What can we do to help them out? What can we do to help them out? I'm thinking Henry off, Markande on. Bear with me on this. He's going to work as a shadow striker. And I'm thinking 3 strikers. And Fuller's going to come on for Doherty. We'll take Doherty off. We've got enough players on the bench. And we've got enough substitutions left that we can undo this if we manage to get the goal. And we'll go on support for you. Edmonds Green, I'm just going to push to attack as well. Let's get him going a bit further forward. Eden's already doing that. But Eden is going to come off as well for Callum Styles. Still got 2 central midfielders and a central defender if we feel like we need to make the changes. But we're going to do that. I think we're going to have to stick with that. See whether that will just change things for us. 1 goal gets us level. 2 goals gets us through. We've not got much time left though. Throw in. Styles with the throw in to Pereira. Ripping it in. Looking for Edmonds Green. And he's gone and done it. There's no offside check. We've got those 2 goals back again. It's a reverse score from last game. It's 3-1 us. And we've still got a bit of time left. Oh my word. Or extra time and penalties. Right. Fire up. 1 more, boys. Come on. 7 minutes of added time. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, the drama. I think it's going to be added time. Oh, extra time rather. It is going to be extra time. Right. We're well back into this game now. Right. Pump the fists. Say that one. Right. G those guys up. Banat, let's G him up. Let's try and G him up a bit as well. And you guys, come on. We'll say that one just to try and motivate them. Right. Fitness. This is what we're looking at now. Fitness. Edmonds Green is tired. But he's playing well. So I might leave him for the moment. We've still got 3 changes we can still make. Banat is actually injured. So we're going to take him off for Coventry. And I think we'll revert to this. We'll have both of these guys on support. Pushing forward. And Markande hasn't really done much so far. I'll drop him back to an attacking midfielder. And then that leaves us with 2 changes left. The only 2 changes we'd have left would be really central defence and central midfielder or right back. I'm looking at Pereira. I'm looking at Edmonds Green. But we've got Callum Styles there as well. I think I'll leave it at that. And we've still got 2 changes to play then. To make then, if we need to. Right, Connor Coventry. It's a big call bringing Connor on. Because he doesn't like big games. But let's just go for it. Right. Fire up. Come on, boys. Let's carry on. The game's been ours. We're battering them in the game. We just need 1 more goal. Right. Peterborough and Wrexham, I think, is over. Because I don't think they finished level in the first game. Right. Highlights. Styles. Markande. Whipping it in. Phillips is there. Phillips is there. There's a question of offside. There's a question of offside. Oh my word, these offsides in this game. The hands are up. We lead in the tie overall for the first time since we went 1-0 up in the first leg. We lead in the tie overall. The pressure is now on Watford. 4-1 down. They've now got to find at least one goal to level it again. It's an onside goal. Phillips had a shocker in the first leg. Has turned it around in this one. Right. Fitness. What do we do? What on earth do we do to try and get fitness? Jamie Shackleton comes on at right back. Defence. We focus on defence here, I think. I'm just looking at... Do we bring Mitchell on for Fish? And do we just leave Pereira out there and hope for the best? I think we have to, don't we? Focus on defence. Yeah, let's just be smart about it. Mitchell comes on. He's a set-piece weapon as well. We know that from a couple of games ago. We have a throw-in. Can we even stretch the lead out even more? Right, Watford with the ball here, launching it forward. Coventry intercepts. Shackleton now. Goes back to Mitchell. Mitchell into Ricardo Pereira, who is tired out there. Pass. Still manages to find Styles, even though he's tired. Whips it in, looking for Phillips. And Josh Phillips, I think, has gone and got a hat-trick in the playoff semi-final. I think he's got 3, hasn't he? I've lost track. Josh Phillips might have a hat-trick. Ricardo Pereira, tired, but he gets the ball out there. He's the captain with the armband on. And Phillips has turned up in a big way in this second leg. And that's given us breathing room. And it is a hat-trick for Phillips. And Styles, I tell you what a performance he's had today. What an absolute performance he's had. And that's it. We can sit back now because they've got to score 3 to go through. 2 to get to penalties. They're not going to do that. We're through to the playoff final. And you better believe we're playing it in this video. I don't care how long it is. Oh my word. That was some drama. Hat-trick for Phillips. Scully did well as well. Wow. That is a turnaround and a half. And it is Wrexham who we play in the final, who we've both beaten and lost against. But this time it's going to be on neutral ground. Bernat will be fit. It's 8 games before the final. We're designated as the home team. Whether that matters or not, I don't know. Right. I'm going to calm down. After that ridiculous set of results, I'm going to calm myself down. And then we're going to come back for the playoff final against Wrexham. Who will get to the championship? Will it be Wrexham? Will it be us? There's only one way to find out. Okay, we're back. It is League One playoff final. I can't believe we've actually got to the playoffs. Especially after the semi-final. I'm stunned. Now, interestingly enough, I do just want to mention that expectation-wise, the board actually are absolutely fine if we lose. They're expecting us to do it. The fans, however, they very much want to win. Nothing like a bit of consistency. This is the 11 we're going to be going with. It is pretty much the 11 that we went with in the last game. It's Cairns in goal, Edmonds, Green, Fish, Wivedu, Eden in defence, Pereira, Doherty, Henry and Bernat in the midfield with Scully and Phillips up front. Yes, Coventry played well. Yes, Stars played well. We've got them in our back pocket. I'm quite content with the starting 11 that we've got. We know we've got those changes should we need them. Wow. No time like the present. Let's do it. Oh boy. Let's see whether we can get ourselves into the championship. At no point in this save so far have we kind of remained in the league. We've kind of, every time we've been in the league, we've then got promoted out. So, admittedly, we did skip League 2 mostly, and we did skip half of League 1. We do want to find ourselves in the championship at the end of this game. However, it's not the end of the world if we have to go again in the championship, in League 1 rather. It's not the end of the world because we know we're good enough. From the start of the season, we're probably good enough for one of those 2 automatic promotion places. So we can kind of look at that as a positive if it doesn't go our way. But who cares? Because we're going to win this one instead. Right. We are designated as the home team. We are in our away kit, however. So it is what it is. We will deal with that. It's going to be a tight one. We've each beaten each other once this season. They've had the more recent victory. I would argue that means it's our turn. Phillips flicks it on to Wivedu. And it is just wide. Oh, it's offside anyway, but it is just wide. Early warning shot from ourselves. Scully and Phillips are starting off quite well from the looks of things. We are all over them here at Wembley. Right, Phillips now gets the throw in. Into Henry. Wivedu. Henry. Starting Wivedu again. He loves these big games, apparently. He certainly did in the last one. That pass to Phillips for one of the goals was incredible. Edmonds Green now. Goes back to Fish. Fish. Back to Edmonds Green. Floating it over, looking for Phillips. Flicks it on to Scully. And somehow it's ended up in the back of the net. It's going to get checked for offside, though. Oh, this was doing my head in the last game. Oh, right. What happened here? First of all, is it onside? I think it is. The players' hands are up. We go ahead in the playoff final against Wrexham. Right. Edmonds Green goes back to Fish. Fish then goes to Edmonds Green. It's a wonderful pass from him to Phillips. Phillips heads it to Scully. And Blackett kind of hits it into Bernat. And Bernat, who again had a shocking end to the season, gets an unlikely goal to put us ahead. More of the same, please, boys. Let's carry on with some of that. Another throw into us. Edmonds Green into Doherty. Back to Edmonds Green. Passing it around nicely here. I'd like to see Pereira on the ball a little bit. Here we go. Gets it into Henry. Henry into Phillips. Phillips forces a save out of Okonkwo. It is going to be a corner. I've got to go out after this. I need to lie down, I think. Right. Henry. Corner. Whipping it in. Looking for the head of someone. I don't even know who that was meant for. Phillips ends up getting knocked out. Ricardo Pereira picks it up. Goes back to Edmonds Green and Eden. Right. Highlight ends. It's fine. We've got another highlight immediately, though. Eden now. Goes back to Wiredu. Back to Eden. Eden. I was very tempted to start Styles over him after how well... Doherty, goodness me. I was very tempted to start Styles after the performance he put in, but I just... Eden had a good game. I didn't want to just bench Eden just because. And also, it gives us the ability when the opponents are tired... Gives us the ability to bring Styles on again if we need to. We've got that as a weapon in our back pocket, and I'm quite happy to have that. We have been all over them, but they are not out of this. They have shown signs of life. But at half-time, it's looking like it's going to be 1-0 to us, which is a very dangerous score to have. But I'm happy to have it. Right. I'm going to say that one, and I'm going to ask them to keep it up. And that's the main thing. Right, Pereira's actually not having the best game so far. Let's have a word with him. Fish will have a quick word with as well. The rest of the defence will just say, you keep going. And, I mean, the rest of the team are doing well. But we will have a word with them as well. And we'll just say that to them. Right. We don't need to change anything immediately. So let's just go again. Let's demand a bit more from them. Let's try and get a second goal just to finish the game off. Or at least get close to finishing the game off. XG-wise, we should be more than 2 goals. Well, we should be at least 2 goals ahead according to the XG. So let's try and make that a reality. Right, Wiredu to Henry. I've given the ball away here, but Wiredu, man, it's Henry, sorry, comes away with it. Right, Bernat looking for Scully. What a run that is from Scully here. The flag did not go up, but the save is made from Okonkwo. And it is going to be a corner. There was no offside there. Just looked up and had a go at getting the ball to Phillips. You never know what would have happened. Right, Henry now. Looking to whip it in. For the head of Fish, can't quite find him. Bernat now. He's lost the ball on the edge of the area. Doherty goes for the worldie, and Okonkwo has to make an absolutely vital save for them. Otherwise, that is possibly them out of sight. Right, is it going to be a short one, or is this going to be a bit of a tactic? No, it is short. Bernat now. Looking to get it in. Can't quite get it to anyone. Rathbone gets rid. I don't think this is going to lead to anything. No, it doesn't. The highlight breaks down and ends. Right. Substitute o'clock. What are we doing? Well, Bernat has had a good game. He's on a yellow card, but I'm not going to change him. I am going to take Eden off, though. Callum Styles is going to come on. See if he can repeat his cameo from the last game. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking Jamie Shackleton for Pereira. And then we move Edmonds Green back to the middle. What's his passing like, Edmonds Green? He's passing 13-11. I mean, yeah, it's not really his best position, is it, really? I mean, what about Doherty? 12-12. Not really his position either. Henry can do playmaker, but I don't really want to change him because he's having a decent game. I'll leave Edmonds Green there. I'll keep him as playmaker, just see if he makes a difference. But we're going to put Shackleton on. Just because, again, Pereira not having the best of games. So we'll make that change. And we'll just see whether it pays off. I'm just thinking of freshness as well. But we'll leave it as that. Got 3 changes left should we decide we need them. Looking at more the defence here. We want to keep the defence fresh where we can. New fullbacks. We're just moving the defensive midfielder over. Right, come on. They're starting to come on a little bit more into the momentum, Wrexham, which is a bit of a concern. I don't want to let them in. I want to try and avoid that where possible. Right, Mullin on the edge of the area. Gets to Evans, and it is 1-1. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Right, attacking. We're going to go for it now. We're just going to go for it. We've been all over them. We've let them come back in. That's enough. Fire the boys up. Let's go again here. Right, Edmonds Green. Goes back to Wiredu. Wiredu. All the way back to Cairns. Into Fish now. Fish. Oh, Henry's just let them... He's just a bit lazy from Henry, but Banata's done really well there. Right, Phillips turns into Scully. Scully, surely this time. And Scully makes it 2-1. We're back in front almost immediately. There's no flags, no offside, nothing we need to worry about. It is 2-1, and that might be enough to get us into the Championship. I thought Henry had let us down there. He's coming off straight away, by the way. But everyone else really worked well together there. And Scully's missed a couple of chances in this game, but he did a great job in getting the ball in the back of the net that time. Right. Henry, I don't care if you're on a 7.1. You're coming off. Connor Coventry's coming on. And then Will Fisher's not had the best of games. I'm going to bring on Alex Mitchell. Same changes, basically, that we made in the last game. We're just going to reflect those again, basically. And we've still got one change left if we need it. Right, we come back into a highlight. Wrexham, looking to get the ball forward here. I thought Phillips was going to go then, and if he did, he might have intercepted. Right, Phillips pressing Okonkwo. And he does win possession back, but we do give it back straight away. Right. Wrexham. The highlight ends, thankfully. They've had an injury, Wrexham, as well. Lee, who is a very good player, has gone off for them. They've changed the formation as a result of it. But the next highlight is Wrexham again. Right. Come on, boys. Keep pressing. I'm getting concerned here. Mullin is in. Oh, my word. How? How has that not gone in? Right. Oh, right. Okay. That's what we did last time. We're going to do that again. Going to do that again. Keep putting the ball to Jamie Shackleton at the moment. I don't really understand why. And what else can we do? I think we might start time wasting a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I've got one more change left. We're going to make that change now. Just to waste a bit more time. I'm going fully tactical, and I don't care. Right. Edmonds Green. I tell you what. Let's bring Coventry rather back. And Doherty. He's been all right, to be fair, but he's tiring. So I'm going to take Doherty off. I'm going to put Markande on. And give him a few minutes. And just see whether he can do something as well. Yeah, we're going to do that. And Shackleton, I'm tempted to change him to a fullback on support. And I'm going to do the same thing for Callum Styles. Right. Come on, boys. See the game out. Can we squeeze through to the Championship? We've got a corner. Styles whipping it in. Looking for Wiradoo. Reef the net. Right. There's the best part of 3 minutes and change of added time. But I don't think it's going to be enough for Wrexham. I don't think it's going to be enough. Is this two-legged? Oh my God. Is this two-legged? No, it's not. Where was the celebration? There was no celebration there whatsoever. But we're promoted, right? It's not two legs. We're promoted. Championship it is. Oh. Well. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Budgets. Couple of million, £235,000 a week. That'll do. I mean, Scully, what a performance that was from him. We've got some money as well. Yeah, sure, we've given Blackburn some money. I don't really care about that. Wow. There it is. Promoted. First time of asking. Via the playoffs. Playoff final. I don't think I've had to do a playoff. Did I do a playoff last year with Tranmere? I can't remember whether we had to do a playoff with Tranmere. And I can't remember if we did, whether we won it or not. I don't think we did. I think that might be the first time I've won a playoff. I've been in one with Coventry before when I did streaming, and that didn't end very well. I don't think. But there it is. Third place team promoted, which is only fair, really. I'm knackered after that. Like I said, I've got to go out now. I've got to go and have a shower, get ready, go out. But it's the last thing I really want to do. I want to go curl up and go to bed. Right, well, we are as of next season, a championship club. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't overly prepared for that, but it is what it is. And we end up with the 2 top scorers and 2 best players of the league as well. And with the best clean sheet maker. Again, Schmidt's been good for us, don't get me wrong, but it's just very... Those big games just cost... could have cost us... Could be a cough there, sorry. We're lucky that it didn't in the end, but, you know, we had to go to the point where we had to change our goalkeeper because I didn't trust him. So Schmidt might just get moved on. He's got some good value, to be fair, so I'm not overly against it, but... that's a conversation for the next video. Speaking of which, the next video, it will be the usual season roundup. What a season we've got a roundup, by the way. And it will also be a transfer special where we'll try and get Coventry. Got Coventry in head now. We'll try and get Charlton as best as we can, ready for life in the Championship again, because they're finally back where they belong. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on there, if not for the fact that we managed to get promotion. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to keep up to date with all the goings on the channel. I've been Stu. You guys have been awesome. I'm going to go for a lie down, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.